Good morning, everybody. I'm just getting on a little bit early, waiting. Misty will be here at 8 uh, her time. I'm sorry, 9 a.m. Central. I'm sorry, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern. Um, just waiting for her. I just wanted to come on real quick to make sure technically everything is up and running. People's time is valuable. I hate to start right at 8 o'clock and then have technical difficulties, and then people have to wait around. But anyways, it's a great day here in southern Oklahoma. It's about 70 degrees, sunny, nice out. I've already been outside, messed around the garden a little bit. Hey, Missy, how you doing? Let's see if I can get rid of that. I've been out since early this morning, so I'm going to be a little bit messy, but that's all right. I don't care. What the heck do I care? I'm 60 years old. I don't care. But hey, After Dark, how you doing? Hey, Janet. Just going to hang out here for a few minutes while we're waiting for Misty. Been out, checked the garden this morning. Everything's going great. Good. I'm glad everything's doing better, Missy. It's supposed to be 93 again today, so we will see. But anyways, before Misty gets here, I'm sure she will feel the same way. I think, anyways. But again, if you want to do seed swapping, I'm going to ask her if she wants me to include her email in this live stream. I'll put it in the description and the comments later. That way, if you want to send her seeds or you wish for her to send you seeds. All right, Missy, as soon as I'm done here, I will head your way because I like meatballs. So I'll just start heading that way. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm going to try to see if she wants me to add her email to this description and comment below. Also, if you want me to run your playlists to help you with watch time and watch hours, at the end, don't always just do it right here because I don't always see every comment. But if you wait till the end and comment at the end, and then just put playlist, just type in playlist or collaboration or seeds or whatever, and contact me, and I'll get a hold of you, and we'll figure out how to get you the seeds, or if you want to do a collaboration, etc., etc. Have never been to the Philippines, no. I've been in Mexico and I have been in Europe, but never to the Philippines. I know Misty, did you click the, I sent you a link. Did you click the link? Misty's here. Did you click the link? Yes, Misty, it's in your email. I just sent it 5 minutes ago and I sent one last night, but I just resent a new one. So if you go into your email, give me just a second, people. Let me see if I can resend this link. I'll be right back. Misty, I'm not sure I can. Everybody, if you'll just stick around for a minute, let me come back. I'm gonna create a new live real quick. Misty can't get in, so I've sent the link. Hold on, let me go try this again. Hold on 1 second. The screen's gonna go black. Okay. Hey, Nicola, how you doing? Hey, Janet. Misty, try that again. I just resent the link. I just literally clicked on the link and sent it to your email. There should be 3 links in there right now. It's the same email that we set up the collaboration in. So just scroll a little bit. It'll be in there somewhere. Good, Nicole. I hope you're in Malaysia, I believe now, right? Look, Bryce. Let's see. No, I don't want to retire to the Philippines. I have ties here. I have family ties here that I would never leave the country. I mean, I have grandkids. I wouldn't go to the Philippines and not be able to see my grandkids anymore. I didn't get to 60 years old and survive life to have grandkids and then move away. Oh, you're still in Italy. Okay. Hopefully Misty can get in. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Woohoo. Let's go. All right.
Yeah, it's for some reason it's only doing mobile devices. Can you hear me?
Well, YouTube only lets you do a live on a mobile device.
Oh, are you doing it through YouTube?
Yep.
Oh, last time, see, I was able to join.
Your sound cut out. Okay. So, anyways, these hopefully she'll try to get back in.
Am I?
There you are. No, no worries. No worries. That's why I always start a couple minutes early just in case we have technical issues. So we're good.
Can y'all hear me? Can
Oh yeah.
everybody hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not like last time I was able. Watch it freeze again. Last time I was able to do it on the computer. Did you do something different this
No,
time?
all I know is it always tells me that on YouTube, if you do a live stream collaboration, you have to be in vertical mode and you have to be on a mobile device.
Oh,
That's all
well,
I
I
know.
want to. Hi, Nicola. I wonder
Yeah,
why I was able to join on a computer last time.
we have everybody here right now, so
Lord, y'all, when it froze, I looked half crazed.
I wanted to ask you before I forgot. At the end of this, I'm going to go back in for if anybody else wants to collaborate with you or I, or wants to do seed trading with you or I. Is it okay to put your email in the description in the comment?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Okay.
okay.
That way people can contact you from mine if they need to.
Yeah.
There's
Hi,
Frugal One.
everybody.
Everybody's here.
I have to put glasses on to read. I'm blind.
That's okay. What do we want to talk? I sent you kind of a list in the email. Do you want to talk about seeds first? Or what do you want to talk about?
Let me go. Cause see, I have. Let's see. Have you been live for long?
I just came on like 5 of just to get started to make sure we didn't have any technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Let's see. I see. I didn't print off that you sent me, so I'm
Oh,
kind
it's
of.
no worries. It's no, I can just go down through. I have a list. I'll read it
Oh,
to you.
okay.
What I have is we can talk about if you want seeds,
Mm.
forms of food storage that you and I use, types of gardening. I know you mentioned, use buckets, and what I do is the dirt. We can talk about that. Do you do any indoor, outdoor growing, hydroponics? I know you said you don't. Ideas maybe for next year, what we're talking about for our gardens, and then farm to table cooking ideas. I figured that'd cover a bunch of topics.
Oh yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. I mean, you can go ahead. Like my brain is like,
No
because I
problem.
was trying to, it's all fuzzed up right now.
I wanted to share. So I have my new seeds. The last time we spoke, and the last time I did
Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
yeah,
Hold the thought.
I bet you she got my
I
seeds.
got this. I got
You got my
these.
seeds.
Yeah, I got them.
Can you hold it closer? It's a small. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that handwriting. Look at that Oklahoma handwriting. That is so
I was
perfect.
thinking maybe your wife wrote that. I was like, there's no way a man has handwriting that good.
No, it's not that good.
You don't think
No,
so? I think so. Don't y'all think that handwriting is pretty good?
you're old enough to remember this, like me. Remember, we used to have penmanship. They'd grade you on penmanship in school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore. Well, they don't use pens anymore. But I mean, if you
Mm-hmm.
were, they'd correct it. If they couldn't read it, my teacher used to put a red circle and points off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so they forced you to slow down,
Yeah.
But
They did that with cursive too.
yeah, they
I don't
did.
think they teach cursive in school anymore.
Oh, they don't. Like I said, we could use that now as code. We could,
Mm-hmm.
for kids, they wouldn't be able to read it.
Yeah.
Can everybody hear us okay? Hopefully.
I gotta get some coffee. I'm gonna be standing here getting coffee, so you
Go get
can.
some coffee.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention, last we talked, I have my pole bean seeds. I got bush bean seeds. I got Connecticut field pumpkins. I have pimento. But just out of my garden, you'll see one of my videos coming up. I removed I got more pimento seeds, and I got some seeds for what is it called? The Carolina Reaper. I have some
Oh,
Carolina
yeah.
Reaper seeds that are grown in my garden, and I have some Tabasco seeds if anybody wants them. They're drying currently, but
Are
I will.
Tabasco seed is that real hot?
Yeah,
It is.
they're hotter than jalapenos, so that's why
Um.
I did the cowboy candy where I took jalapeno and then I
Mhm.
threw in a few Tabasco to spice it up more.
Yeah. See, I have such terrible stomach problems. I can't handle a lot of heat.
Yeah, I just it burns. I like the flavor and I like the little bit of burn. But so, what seeds were you able to send to people if they were to ask?
Well, I have my butternut squash, and I have jalapeno seeds. My
Okay.
jalapenos did really well, and I think that, and they're still producing. And I think that, and my green peppers and red peppers are trying to come back because
Okay.
it's cooler now. So this area is really weird. I live in a mountainous area, like I'm
Hmm.
on the side of a mountain. That's why part of my yard is flat and part of it is slanted because and under the dirt is nothing but mountain rock, like
Hmm.
slate rock,
Right.
clay. It's horrible. It's not good. And so I have to plant some areas slanted and some are flat and all that.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking that the peppers in this area in 7A do better when the temperatures start going down versus in summertime. Like some areas can do the peppers in the summer and they do great. In this area in the summer, they struggle really, really bad. So the jalapenos and the red peppers and all that are really doing really well now.
Hmm.
The squash isn't anymore
Yeah.
because the cold got to it. I probably got 10 squash out of those plants.
Really.
The cold, yeah, the cold got to it.
Nicola said to you, Misty, that when you have spice food, have yogurt right after.
Have yogurt right after it.
Hmm.
It helps with their gut and gut lining. Some people say drink milk, but see, it affects my breathing too. Like I
Yeah.
have the hole in my diaphragm,
Hmm.
and then you'll see me like I can't breathe. So I don't think it would help me.
Yeah.
Might help my
Um,
stomach, but not my breathing.
so all you have to do is I'll put it in the information at the end in the description and the pinned comment that if you want some of Misty's seeds or some of my seeds, or you want to send us seeds, I'll put our emails in there, and then you can just contact us and let us know. I'm sure
Oh
you could con.
yeah, Okies. And my cucumbers did really well too. So I would have cucumber seeds,
Okay.
jalapeno seeds, red pepper seeds, and I think and my butternut squash seeds is what did the
Cool.
best.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let me
Um,
get some regular milk real quick.
yeah, I mean everybody does. Everybody grows different stuff, and everybody has their favorites. But I'm going to do a live tomorrow, Misty, real quick at 10 a.m.
Um,
I'm processing a pumpkin tomorrow. I had a
oh,
hap- I had a happy accident
mhm,
processing last week, and I'm going to share that on the easiest way to process a pumpkin. And I have a
yeah.
surprise at the end on cooking it. It's really, really
Oh,
good because I'm being overrun by pumpkins. I'm giving them away because I can't. I don't have enough room
I
to.
know you are. I'm jealous. I'm envious. I'm very envious. Because
Yeah,
I
I know.
want some.
I wish Nicola. I wish you could. Nicola, you ought to try to find. You could Google it. See if you can find a sugar pie pumpkin. Isn't as big. Plant one sugar pie pumpkin plant on your trellis or on your terrace, and then just tie it up to your fence or your guardrail, and just keep looping it around. And I bet you can get some pumpkins.
Oh, how's your Black Beauty doing? Mine's growing really well.
They're doing really well. I planted 6. I got 5 because like a Sasquatch, I stepped on one.
What?
I was watering the garden and I backed up and I stepped on it and squished it right into the ground. So the whole plant, but the other ones are growing. I got them turned. They're headed towards. They're about so long now, and they're headed up the trellis. They made it through the heat, so
That's good. That's good. See, I think they're going to do really well because there again, our temperatures are like the weather is crazy. Like it was really cold.
Yeah.
It got really cold, and my son was like, "We're going to have fall early."
Yeah.
And now this week it's like in the 80s again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the lows are like in the 60s again, but it didn't salvage the squash, because it didn't save it. The vines and everything I pulled all of them up yesterday, and I took like that was like it wasn't going to grow anymore.
See, I think I would rather that size there, frying them up
Really?
that size.
Like that?
I think they're crispier like that. The seeds aren't as big.
You don't like the ones like this?
No, I'll eat them. I'll eat them. I'll eat anything, but I like them smaller because they're crisper to me.
How do you get the seeds out of those? Like, because I've never tried to do seeds from squash.
Oh, I would just cut it in half and just take a spoon and scoop them out, and then push down in the flesh. Remove what you can and let it dry a little bit, and then every couple days it'll dry a little more, and then I'll just pull them out a little bit at a time. That's how I do it.
You dry them out 7 to 10 days or 10 to 14 days?
I just leave them on a plate. When I think they're dry enough, I put them in a bag. I've never gone by any days. I've never had any problem. I just leave them sitting there.
I worry if I don't do it like absolutely correct. Like I'm worried if when I send my butternut squash seeds,
No,
you're gonna plant them, and then a week later you're gonna be like, "Here's Misty's pleasures of life," but I don't see anything.
No, they.
Oh, that won't happen.
I don't know who's moderating, but somebody made a message for a review. So thank you to whoever's moderating. I appreciate it because I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, I didn't see anything bad either.
Food storage. Let's move on to food storage for a second. What do you do for food storage?
So when it comes to my tomatoes, I can. I can the tomatoes. I'll do like the tomato sauce. I'll do the pickled tomatoes.
Thank you,
Like
Nicole.
all that kind of stuff. Now, like some things I don't want to mess with because I've read that if you do it wrong and you don't get the seal just right on some things,
Yes.
like I think it's okra's one of them. You can get really sick. You can
You
get
can,
that.
but there's an easy fix for that.
Mhm.
You just let Spongy taste it first to make sure it's
Oh
okay
my
before you eat
God.
it. That's how I would do it. I mean, that's just me, though. I'm just
Spongy's
kidding.
still in bed. Spongy's
I'm
still.
just
Oh, there she is.
I'm just
Hi,
kidding.
everyone. But she's in bed.
Do you have a vacuum sealer?
Yeah, I do that too.
Mm-hmm.
So I will vacuum seal stuff and put it in and date it, write the date on it and everything,
Yep.
and put it in the freezer. But I have a bad habit of doing that and then forgetting about it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be at the back of the
Yep.
deep freezer, and I'll totally forget about it.
Hey, Spongy. I was just joking. So what I've done recently is, and I have about 20 pounds of potatoes left from my harvest this year. So this week I'm gonna parboil them all like I normally do. I'm gonna put them in.
You should make some French fries. Are you gonna? Why don't you freeze dry off like for French fries?
I will eventually. I have more. So what I've done is I want to get that processed in the freezer, so I'm taken care of. I'm gonna have them all in vacuum sealed bags. The ones I know I'm gonna cook, like for mashed potatoes, I'll put some butter in, a pat of butter in with it. Then all I got to do is I just sous vide it. I throw it in the boiling water. And then if I want home fries, I just cut it open, let it dry in the fridge for a day or two, and then fry them. because I just planted. You'll see in a video coming up. I might have even done it in the live yesterday. I don't remember now. I planted more in bags outside. I'm starting them outside, and then I planted
Yeah.
some in the raised bed, and I got the baby reds. Those 13 baby red plants I planted are all about this high now, doing well in the garden. So,
Oh, wow.
so I hope by November-ish, I might have another 40 to 50 pounds of potatoes, and that'll take me through the winter.
I wish I would have remembered to plant sweet potatoes this year.
Hey, Shannon.
Last year when I planted sweet potatoes, oh my word, I had sweet potatoes that were this like they were
Yeah.
big. They were really big sweet potatoes. Like
I'm
one of the
trying.
sweet potatoes last year in the grocery, like okay, so you can compare your own produce you grow at home compared to the grocery store. Have you noticed how much healthier and bigger it is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
A
Well,
lot
a
better.
lot of that's what people will complain and say. They'll talk about like cucumbers from the store, tomatoes from the store, but a lot of those are grown in hothouses.
Yeah.
So they grow fast. They just grow them really super fast. They don't have any
Yeah.
time to develop any flavor. They just grow within 3 weeks and then they ship them out. I mean,
That's
there's
right.
nothing wrong with that because I mean they're feeding the world, but
Mhm.
they're not going to have the flavor. They're just not.
No, they don't.
Um,
They don't.
I
I've
just wanted to
noticed that.
break in. I just wanted to break in and say because we talk about seed swapping. I got a surprise. I got to look up the channel. I'm not going to share the channel yet until I make sure that this is all valid. But I got 3 types of seeds that are micro seeds, and a nice note to try these.
Oh, okay.
And I think I have the I don't see the channel. I think I know what channel it is. Never expected it. So that was a surprise yesterday. So when I figured this out, I'll put this on a short or something showing. And that's what I'm happy because every day every 3 days I go over and I get seeds out of
I know. I bet that's
the
exciting.
mailbox. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet it is. I bet it is really, really cool.
So I'm looking forward to more.
Has Shannon sent you any seeds yet?
Who?
Us in our
Nope.
bunch, Shannon.
As a matter of fact, Shannon was the first one I received seeds from, and so I wouldn't forget. I wrote us and our bunch on it. And she sent me sunflowers and marigolds. And Shannon, I think it was Shannon had when she grew her sunflowers, she had some tip over from the high winds and stuff.
Yeah.
And my son had the same problem, but then she did a thing where she put fence around it.
Yeah.
So I shared that with my son. So that's what I like about YouTube. And then dealing with other people that do gardening is the little tips and techniques you can learn that, she had a problem, she figured it out. And I told my son, so now, because they love sunflowers. So next year he's going to replant them because he had some successful ones and high winds in Oklahoma just bent them right over and broke them. So
yeah.
I told
had
him
a
next
lot.
year, I told her about Shannon.
But I don't know how to I see Shannon said I'm gonna send you some more. Shannon, can you send me some sunflower seeds? Because all the birds got to mine. I didn't cut them down in time. And so the only way for me to have sunflowers next year is to buy more sunflower seeds. So if you can send me some, that would be great. But I had the mammoth, I had those big giant ones. And the only thing about them I don't like is they get so tall that they do, and the heads of them are so heavy that they do start like leaning over, and even the slightest wind is going to make them go, whoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, before we continue, there's been quite a few people coming through. At the end, when this is all said and done and goes public, if you're not hooked up with anybody or connected with anybody on YouTube, if you leave your comment at the end, people can go in and check your channel out, and it just gives them another opportunity to find other followers. So if you don't mind doing that.
Thank you, Shannon.
So Shannon sent me the marigolds because I know she does really good with the marigolds.
Yeah.
Shannon got really overzealous. There must be like 200 seeds in each of these.
Yeah, she sent me a whole bunch of marigold seeds too. Yeah, I can't wait.
Because that was my mom's favorite, was marigolds. So I'm going to grow a lot of those next year. I'm going to actually grow some in the house. I got a grow light. I'm going to try them. So I'm really psyched about the marigolds. I couldn't believe when she sent me marigolds because that like hit home because that reminds me of my mom, you know.
I know. I
But
know.
that's really cool.
My
You
my
mentioned
grandfather loved marigolds.
they're. I mean, I just pulled mine up yesterday because I needed room to grow some other stuff because it was dying out anyways. But that went from I planted that in March from the lady. I got it from the lady up the street. She has a little nursery, and she gave me one, and that just exploded. And it was even in the 105, it never wilted. I mean, it was as strong as rock.
Wow. Yeah.
The
Shannon
other
said
day,
that's so sentimental, Okies. She
yeah,
says she loves it.
the other day you mentioned on one of your videos about you had mentioned my channel, and you talked about I do dirt gardening, you do like buckets and stuff, and we were going to discuss how what other everybody does stuff different. Like I grew up on a farm, working on a farm with my cousins. They had a dairy farm, so we dirt farmed. Um, just recently, the last 5 years, that's where I've gotten into the potato bags,
Hi,
and
Janet.
I'm watching other people grow in buckets and stuff and having success with it. And that's why you have a really good bucket system, where you have yours kind of all over the place,
Yeah, yeah,
and you get some really good harvest out of them.
yeah, yeah.
So everybody's a little bit different, but you and I know it's I don't know if you follow her or not. It's I think it's YouTube after 60. It's her name is
After 55 or after 60?
after 60. It's Brenda.
Oh, I don't think I follow her now.
Okay, I'll put her if you ever want to follow her. She is literally she's probably 25 miles from where I grew up.
Oh,
And when
okay.
I found her, yeah, when I found her on one of the channels the one day, she said she's up near the like the Lake George region in upstate New York. That's we used to go there all the time and swim. We had family there.
Okay.
So she's going to all these places and she's saying, "Oh, I'm here at this restaurant. I'm here." I've been to all those places. So it's kind of
Oh,
cool. I've been
wow,
able
that's
to,
cool.
yeah, I've
That
been
is.
able to. So she does her gardening. She does some dirt, but if she has an old cooler, she'll
Uh-huh.
throw dirt in an old cooler. If she has a metal can, she throws dirt in a metal can and grows. So she's got
Yeah.
really a really awesome container garden where she's got every container imaginable.
You said you're going to put her link in there?
I'll put her link in there. Yep. I'll write it
Okay.
down right now. It's
Now, if I could, like, if I could do all dirt gardening, or rather, I call it in-ground, if I could do
right.
all in-ground gardening, I would.
Yeah.
But like I was telling you, because we're like on slanted and then flat, and then it's mountain terrain,
Yep.
I have such severe spinal issues that if I slipped, I'm done for. I'm going to
Yeah.
be in a wheelchair. I'm going to be done. I'm serious. I'll be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I still plant that way, but my husband he's always like, I'll go out and check it and I'll do this. Don't you do it? But you know, I go. You know, I
Yeah.
go check anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not safe for me. But I envy those of you that can do all dirt gardening, because the buckets are harder. Container gardening is harder.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure you've drilled enough holes. You have to
Yep.
have it elevated. Some things don't do as well as others in
Right.
container gardening, like cucumbers, for instance. They don't do as well in a
Right.
container as they do in the ground. So I get kind of envious, but you know, I'm still blessed and happy that I can do what I can do, you know.
Yeah. The only reason I really do a lot of the dirt farming is dirt gardening is because that's what I grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of nine, so we had 11 people in our family, so that's a lot to feed. So we had to maximize. So potatoes was why I grew up because we grew fields and fields and fields of potatoes, and then we did green beans and fields of green beans because those two you can can the green beans and you can just we had a basement so you could just toss 1,000 pounds of potatoes in a we had a concrete box down cellar with a metal top so mice couldn't get into it, and they'd stay cool and
Yeah.
dry, and we'd have them all winter and into the spring. So that was to me it was just a necessity. So, and I love potatoes, so I just grow
I
them in the
do
dirt.
too.
But
Potatoes are my weakness. Potatoes are a huge weak. I could eat potatoes every single day, morning, noon,
yeah,
and night.
and yet, well, I mean, the other reason is why farmers used to do potatoes was the old timers used to say if you had one crop you needed to have that you needed to survive, live on was potatoes. If you could
Mm-hmm.
grow potatoes, you could survive
Mm-hmm.
because they're filling, they're hardy, they have all that stuff in them,
Yeah.
And whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's just old school,
I
you
was
know.
always told growing up they're the kind of stick to your ribs kind of
Yeah.
food. If you didn't have much to eat, like what you were just saying, potatoes can fill you up fast.
That's right.
Feel
And
satisfied.
what's really cool is this year is when I really started doing it. Was I wanted trellises, and I wanted to build entrance and exit
Hmm.
trellises around my garden. And then that's when I started doing cucumbers. And now I'm doing A-frame trellises and doing the pumpkins and stuff over the trellises and the zucchini. So I'm getting more now into vertical gardening on that kind of thing, like pole
Yeah.
beans. So next year I'm going to grow a lot of pole beans,
Hmm.
zucchinis, and stuff like that vertically, and then
Yeah.
that'll allow me to grow more potatoes horizontally. And
Yeah.
because I have the size of my garden, it's all fenced in, so I can literally do, it's what 300 feet, 250 feet all the way around my garden on fence, so I could grow pole
Mhm.
beans all the way around.
So would you put your potatoes at the base and then do the vertical, like have the beans growing up above the potatoes?
No, I don't grow them too close together because they both bush out so much.
Oh yeah.
Um, I don't want to deal with snakes and stuff and critters in
Yeah.
there.
Oh
So
yeah. That yeah,
I've
that's
been,
what it's saying.
yeah. So that's why I always have a stick out in the garden, because before I showed on the one video, I call it a snake check, like pallets.
Hmm.
I always whack the thing with a stick or a rake. I
Hmm.
haven't had one yet, but I've had them on the property. But it's just my luck. I'm going to reach in one day, grab something, get bit.
I know in Oklahoma it can be bad for that, especially aren't there a lot of rattlesnakes?
Yeah, yeah, we have some in our area. The worst part is I'm off in the country, so if I get bit,
Hmm.
not only do I get bit by a snake, I have to quick dig my own grave in the garden so they can just push
Oh
me
my
into it
God.
when I'm gone. Nobody's there to dig it for me. That's that's
Oh
frustrating
my
to have
God.
you got to dig your own grave. I mean, I know that's
Poor thing.
yeah, I
Poor
know.
thing. Oh, I see there was another message held for review.
So yesterday I'm going to do a short video. I'm starting. I got a 30 by 30 out here in the front. I got a
Hmm.
short video. I got the first two posts set. I'm doing a 6-foot fence for our dog, and I'll have gates on it. The way I planned it was once I get that up, I'm going to dig out that 10 by 10 garden for people that send me seeds. So I can do my garden next year with everybody that sent
Hmm.
me seeds. I can plant their own garden so people can
Hmm.
see their own stuff growing. Well,
Yeah.
the fourth wall is going to, so it was going to be all metal fencing, chicken wire fence, but I'm only going to do 3 sides because I'm going to put it against the 6-foot cedar fence,
Hmm.
because what I'm going to grow on next to the cedar fence is going to be stuff that requires some shade, not full sun all day. So I'm going to
Right.
utilize the fence for
Hmm.
lettuce or something I can grow in
Hmm.
there that only needs sun a couple hours a day, but then it doesn't get beat down by the summer sun here.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
actually going to use the fence to work with the other fence in my gardening. So
That's a pretty good idea. Yeah.
yeah, well,
That's a good idea.
the rumor has it in my house that I'm a genius. I spread the rumor, and it hasn't gotten very far, but I heard it.
Oh my God.
But are
I
you
heard
going?
I was a big time published author and I had 1 million books sale last night.
Did you? um. So do you do any raised bed?
When
Did you
you
ever?
say raised bed, like what do you mean? Because I know you're in
Well,
the
you got
north and
some
I'm in
that
the
are
south.
they look like the metal roofing, the oval.
You
It
mean
looks like the
like heels, like where you make
no,
it in?
no, no. It's a tin. It's like a tin. It's made out of roofing tin. They sell them at the big box stores.
No, I've never done that.
They're about
Mm-mm.
so high, and then you fill them with dirt. But what you can do, they don't make you get on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, if you could even dig down a foot
Yeah.
with 4x4s and build a raised bed that's 3 foot,
Yeah.
then you can actually stand there and do your gardening without having to
Oh
get
wow,
up.
that is really cool. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah, you can do, because I'm building some for behind. I
Mm-hmm.
got a workshop and a shed, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm working them around because that's going to become part more. I'm going to utilize it more in the homestead, and then in there
Yeah.
I'm going to have 3-foot raised beds where I'm going to have all my
Wow.
herbs.
I really need those. I really
Yeah,
need some.
just look them
I
up. Raised beds. You can get them off the ground 3 feet.
mm-hmm.
You put some dirt in them, and you don't have to worry about your back.
Yeah.
If go check out Shannon has a bunch of the metal ones I'm talking about. She's got some of those metal enclosures, and she just
Hmm.
got. If you saw her video,
Yeah, her
they
raised
got
bed.
that.
Mhm.
They bought that raised bed off of Marketplace. That heavy duty
Yeah.
wooden. Check. That's what I'm talking about right there. What she
Yeah.
has, because I know she said she had some back issues, and that gets
Hmm.
you up off the ground. You know.
Yeah, I know. Because when I get on the ground, I might not be able to get back up.
Yeah. That's why I keep a pre. That's why I keep a pre-grave dug out in my garden, because if I just can't get
Oh
up,
my
I'm
God.
just going to roll myself in, and then I'll
Oh,
just text a couple of people, say, "Hey, I need somebody to throw dirt over me," and then I'm say a few words. He was a nice guy. He grew great pumpkins. See you later, something like that.
oh my goodness. Oh my
Um,
gosh.
have you done the grow bags?
Yes, I
You
love the
have?
grow bags. Yeah. I like doing those for potatoes, for extra potatoes.
Yeah.
And I like the kind that you can open it up and look inside of. Like there's this little part you can open and see the potatoes growing in there.
Hmm.
Have you seen that kind?
Yes.
You can actually see it. I like that.
Yep.
Like that a
Okay. She
lot.
said she got it at Tractor Tractor
Tractor
Supply for
Supply and
50
clearance
bucks.
for
Oh,
50.
okay. I thought she got it
Mhm.
off a Marketplace. Yeah, that's a really heavy duty unit too. If I win the lottery, I'd do a full garden. Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Has anybody won that lottery yet? For the
um,
1.8 billion?
not that. When I was in high school, um, a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, a guy I knew in high school, his mom won one of the lotteries in New York.
Mm.
It was like $3 million.
Oh
You
my
know, I'm
gosh.
talking that's in early '80s,
Yeah.
and so that's a lot of money back then. It's a lot of
Yeah.
money. It's a lot of money now, but I mean, back then it was like that's a
Back
lot
then
of
it was
money.
a lot of money. Hmm.
Within a year, within a year, they were in bankruptcy.
That's crazy.
They just they just went
It's crazy.
they went
It's like
crazy.
when you, and what I can't wrap my mind around is like when you don't have a lot of money, you're used to budgeting and shopping on a budget,
Yep.
monitoring your finances really close. But then when you suddenly have money, and it's happened to me because this has happened to me, you don't pay attention to what you're spending. You just go out and you're like, oh, I
Hmm.
like that. I'm going to buy it. Throw it in the
Yep.
budget. And just keep going and just keep going. A
Hmm.
couple days later, you're like, let's go shopping again. You know,
Hmm.
I got money. It's crazy how your mind slips from being on budgeting and just tight purse string to not giving a damn. You know,
Yep.
it's crazy.
Um, are you growing any herbs?
I did this year. I grew cilantro. I grew Italian parsley. What else did I grow? Chives. Um, I grew a lot of different ones, but they don't
Uh,
last long here in this. The dirt's just
yeah.
I struggle with them.
I just wanted a frugal lifestyle. Just said the grow bags are amazing, but I don't have any. Um,
Mm.
frugal.
They're very inexpensive too.
What's that?
They're
Uh,
inexpensive.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I went on Amazon and I got mine. They were on special, but I got them for $2 a piece. So I got five of them
Hmm.
for $10. And they last because some of them are like a canvasy material, and some are like
Yeah.
almost like a plastic with a canvas,
Hmm.
impregnated canvas, and you
Hmm.
can't even tear them. I mean, and they got the weep holes in them, so they
Yeah.
let water out. They don't drown stuff. But yeah, frugal. I think it's Terry, if I remember. You got to try that because Amazon has them really cheap. Walmart had them really cheap. Um,
Nicola told me to try the herbs in the containers. I think that's what I'm going to do next year is do a overhang off the porch and
yep,
have it be a herb bed and do that way. So
that's
that
nice.
way,
Because then that's
go
that's
out
here.
there and
Yep.
go. Well, just go step out and be like, oh, I need that, and just snip
Hmm.
it and go come right back in again.
So this year, I think I did a video on it. I made a 1 foot square by 8 inch deep box, and I have my
Hmm.
herbs growing in the back. I'm building four of those, so it'll be 2 foot square. So it'll be four of them.
Oh, okay.
And then what I'm doing is I'm making an outside raised bed box. So it'll be off the ground 3 feet. It'll be a little over 2 foot square. And
Hmm.
then in the spring, when it's nice out, I can take the boxes out, set them in there. They'll fit perfectly.
Hmm.
They won't blow out because they're going to be right down inside of a bigger box. And
Right.
then if it's going to rain heavy or it's going to be 100 degrees, I can just bring them back in, put them under the grow light, and I can just keep
Hmm.
moving them in and out as I want. So
Mm-hmm.
I've got one built. I'm going to build the 3 over the winter and then put
Mm-hmm.
a stand-up box outside for it.
Oh, I
So
got a tip for sweet potatoes, for your sweet potatoes, or
mhm,
anybody that grows sweet potatoes. I know you didn't grow sweet potatoes this year.
next year.
Um, yeah, and like I said, I forgot. I just got behind this year and didn't do it. But I know Shannon still has vines, unless she's gotten rid of them already. You can take some of those vines as long as you keep the roots intact,
Hmm.
and you can bring them in, and they make beautiful indoor plants
Okay.
all winter. And then the next year, you take them out and put them right back in the ground, and they start growing
Yeah.
sweet potatoes again.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know if anybody else does this or not. I do this all the time. But if like in the winter, I'll go get the green onion bunches, the greens with the
Hmm.
onion bulb. I'll
Yeah,
buy those. I'll put them in a glass of water on the windowsill,
yeah, yeah,
and then I'll
yeah.
clip the ones I want, use them in my dish. 3 days later, they've already regrown.
Hmm.
I'll get 5 or 6 regrows out of one thing for $1. I mean, you can't beat that.
You can't. No, you can't.
um,
I'm gonna do garlic for next year.
mhm,
Now I don't know if Shannon grew garlic this year or not. Um, but you plant it here in this area. You plant it in the latter part of winter
right.
so that you harvest it in the spring here.
Mhm.
And you have it early.
I don't have to grow it. I have the person I bought this place from 5 years ago. They had already grown elephant garlic
Oh
outside.
wow, you got lucky.
So every year I got it in the back hanging there now drying. I've been using it. I walk out.
Oh wow.
Well, I didn't realize I had it till last year. I didn't know what it was, and all
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't pay much attention. I'm out there push mowing the one day, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going around it, and they had they had went to seed the Skypes. They went way up. They bloomed out all the flowers, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know what that is, but it's pretty, so I'm just going to leave it because I like looking at it. I didn't pull them out, so I go around, and as I mow by it, I start walking away. It's like 100 degrees out. And as I'm walking away, I'm smelling garlic. And I'm like, why am I smelling garlic? My neighbor has a huge garden next to me. So I'm like, okay, she must be
Uh-huh.
processing or something. It goes away. I go back around. I take another swipe around the telephone pole, and I'm walking away, and I smell the garlic again. So I'm like, I stopped for a second, and I'm like, I shut the mower off. I'm like, either I'm having a stroke because I'm smelling weird stuff, or there's garlic here. I went over
Mm.
and I pulled one up. Elephant garlic was as big as a softball.
Oh my
The
word.
each of the pieces, what I'm lost for words. You got the whole bulb, and then you got the cloves.
Yeah,
Each
yeah.
one of those were bigger than the ones you buy in the store. I'm talking the whole
Oh
bulb.
wow.
Each one, each piece was like huge.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, so I fermented them, and they
Hmm.
lasted me all summer. I fermented a bunch, and then I
Hmm.
thought I pulled them all up.
Hmm.
And then this year, didn't I have more? I had five or
So are
six
they
more plants.
perennials? They just keep coming back every year?
I don't know anything about garlic, but they just keep coming up. So
That's crazy.
yeah. Um,
Does anybody here in the chat know if garlic is a perennial crop? Because I know asparagus is.
yeah. Yeah, I have asparagus, and I actually have harvested my first seeds from the little berries on top. So I'm letting them dry, and I'm gonna try to get them to grow over the winter and transplant them next year. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But it's my third year, so now I can actually harvest them next year.
Get down.
Um,
This is my first year of asparagus, and I just think that the plant itself is beautiful. It's like a beautiful fern,
yeah.
soft fern looking, and it's just
Mine
beautiful.
mine got taller than me. I'm 6'3", and my ferned out, it's over me.
Hmm.
It's crazy how big
The
they get.
first year alone, or
Mhm.
was it the
Well,
first year?
they're 2-year crowns I planted, so it's really the
Mhm.
third year. They're a third-year plant considered, but they're really the first year I've let them grow.
So they get bigger and bigger every year, then, right?
I believe they keep spreading, I think.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm getting more in the spring because that one end of my garden is gonna just be perennial. It's gonna be all
Hmm.
asparagus.
Hmm.
Uh, she's coming up. What are your plans for next year for gardening?
So I am hoping to have a greenhouse.
Okay.
I'm hoping my husband will. either I'm gonna order the stuff from Amazon and then just have him put together, or he'll go to Lowe's and buy the things that we need and he'll do it himself. But he still works, so it's hard for him to get things done. Takes him a while. Like we
Yeah.
have our new garden bed out there that he's roped off and he's gonna get lumber and do all this stuff. But it takes him forever to do stuff.
Hmm.
But I hope to have a greenhouse so that I can have plants all year long, do all kinds of things all year long. And I'm hoping to be able to share that going into next year. That's my big major goal.
Hmm.
That, and I'm going to start grapes. But grapes, I won't have any kind of harvest for grapes for 2 to 3 years. I won't
Yeah.
have any. So that's my next big thing. And then we have a new garden bed. We have a bigger garden. It's dirt. It's the dirt kind, like where you do it in
Yeah.
ground. I call it in ground. So those are my major things that I'm
Uh,
doing.
frugal. I'm not sure where to get it because, like I said, the lady when I moved into this house, um, she had already planted it. My wife can contact her. I can see where she got it from, and I can try to pass that along to you. Um, the So next year, my garden is the size it's going to be. I'm not going to increase the size anymore, but I'm going to make a 10 by 10. That's going to be for subscribers that have sent me seeds, and then I'm doing planter boxes with the little
Mhm.
placards. So you'll have a placard, Shannon will have a placard.
Oh,
It'll literally say, Misty's Pleasures of Life. I'll wood burn it into a piece of cedar, and then it'll be
mhm.
clear coated, and I'll put it at an angle, much like a museum or a hiking trail where
Yeah.
you read about the history. It'll be your name and your channel, and then every week I'll try to do a video as I walk to each one, show the growth, show the harvest, and then I'll share the people can then take those, and if they want to use them on their channel, they can edit them a
Mhm.
little bit and use them, or put them in one of their little trailers or something, and I'll just share it with them because I think that would be kind of cool to have somebody else growing your stuff, and then you can take that and show it in your channel.
That
I
is
think it'd be
really
really
cool. It is. It
um,
is really cool.
and then I can do shout outs each week to those, and then as I harvest it, it'd be really cool. I'm really excited because then I can have 10 rows of something from all different creators, showing what's growing, and then still have my main garden. But and then of
Look.
course I said my goal next year is I want to have, hey Spongy, I want to have 200 pounds of potatoes at least next year, 200 pints of green beans, and 100 pounds of pumpkin processed and in
Wow.
freezers in the back or freeze dried or something is my goal.
I'm not
And
missing out on pumpkin next year. I am definitely going to have pumpkins next year.
I had a I had a huge disaster in the garden yesterday. Big. No, I'm serious. This made me mad. I mean, I don't usually get that mad, but this one made me mad. I've been,
Mhm.
I have probably 50 pumpkins out there right now. I clip around them to get the sun in there because there's some of the plants dying. I cut the dying plant away. I rotate them. I move them around, keep them on board so they don't rot. I have this beautiful, perfectly browned one yesterday. I pick it up just to move it, and the stalk breaks off the vine. It's green. So I'm like,
Oh
well, out of all the ones I've turned, I should just relax. So I have it out here. It should still go. It should
no.
still. It is about 6 inches in height. It's perfect. It's a perfect pumpkin, and I
It'll
want that to
still
go.
turn. It'll still ripen.
Yeah.
It'll.
So I just
Yeah.
have it sitting out there in the sun, letting it ripen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's my goal for next year is to get as much in the freezer. I
Mhm.
have a freeze dryer. It's a cheap little unit. I don't think it's going to work. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be in today or tomorrow. And then if it works, I'll do a video on it. If I won't,
Yeah.
if it doesn't, I
That would be
won't.
good. That would be
Um,
good.
and then if not, I think it was Terry from Frugal. I think she said she has a dehydrator. I want to get one of the dehydrators
I
because
know. I want one of those too. Yeah.
I want to do bananas. Next year if I get apples because I got the apple trees. I
Mhm.
want to do a bunch of that stuff and then vacuum seal it because that'll last a couple of years.
Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. I want to do cherry trees.
Yeah,
I want to do like, but there again, you don't have any produce from them for what, like 3, 4, maybe
yeah, it's a
even,
couple
I
of
think
years.
it's
Yeah,
5 years, isn't it?
yeah, it could be.
Might
Yeah,
take, but they
but
still look pretty. They're still
well, the
pretty.
thing that I did was I decided this year was I did the asparagus, I did the apple trees, and I want to plant some either blackberries or raspberries next year, a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
and then because then that's kind of like a lazy man's garden where you don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just you know you're gonna have apples. You know you're gonna have asparagus. You know the
Yeah.
berries are,
Yeah.
so you can just go and pick when you want them. I don't have to weed. I can just mulch. I can put mulch around all the asparagus, let them poke up through the
Mm-hmm.
mulch.
Mm-hmm.
The the apple tree is gonna do what it does. You know, and so that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to. And then that way you always have food, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Asparagus is so delicious
oh,
with
I love
steak.
asparagus.
Oh, have you had it with steak?
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
love
it's so
asparagus.
good, isn't it? Oh, it's so good. So
My
good.
only problem is, have you ever had one just snapped out of the garden and eat it?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I would
No,
like
I'll tell
that.
you what, I may never cook them again.
Are they good like that?
Oh yeah, I was out, so I didn't harvest any this year, but one day they were
Mm,
growing, and I'm like, well, I've waited all summer. Breaking one stalk off, little one, is not going to hurt. I broke it
hmm.
off. It is delicious. I never had one raw.
What's it taste like raw?
It's hard to say, but it is crispy and crunchy, and it's just delicious. I mean, I will just cut them up and throw them in salads.
I
And
could see that. Yeah,
the,
I could see that.
the thing that's nice about asparagus is you buy asparagus in stores. I hate when you
Hmm.
get home, even you try to select the best ones. You get home, in the end, they let them go too long. They're woody at the end.
Yeah,
I hate that. You lose 2 inches at the end, and it's like,
yeah, yeah,
but they're just throwing them in there, selling them because they got to get
yeah,
rid of them. And they'll charge good price for that stuff, and you lose 2 inches
yeah.
of it. Out of
Asparagus.
10.
I don't think. How much do you have to pay for asparagus there at your store?
I don't even buy them in the store because they were expensive. The one
Yeah, I
day
was gonna
though,
say
the
they're
one day I
expensive.
went, the one day I went and I bought 10 asparagus and
Hmm.
got home. There was 11. It's a
Hmm.
spare, I guess.
Hmm. Hey, Chef Ed.
That was a joke.
What'd you say? I just here. I was looking at the chat and I
I
heard you
said
talking. Here, I have a bad. I'm telling you, I'm bad to do this. Somebody will be talking and I'll be doing this. Hmm.
I went to the store. I bought 10 asparagus.
Yeah.
I got home. There were 11 in the package. It was a spare, I guess. That's really bad.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
That's
uh,
good. That's a good joke right there.
Misty, have you seen? Do you follow Frugal Lifestyle, Terry?
That's Terry. Yeah, I follow her. Yes,
Yeah, she's got a really
she
cool
had an
channel.
amazing harvest.
Yeah, and she said she grows cherry trees.
Oh, do you, Terry? How long did it take for you to get cherries on them?
Hey, chicken.
I've never
Oh,
seen chicken explorers before.
yeah, Chicken Explorer is cool. I've been following them for a while. It's really cool, and
Y'all, they rotate.
he's really good. He'll watch playlists. I watch his playlists. He'll
Mhm.
reciprocate and watch playlists. He's really cool.
He
Oh, hey
raises
Zed.
chickens.
I didn't even see Zed come in.
Yeah,
Zed
she came in just a couple of minutes ago.
Zed's like a ninja.
I wish I could have chickens, but we can't have chickens here because there's too many wild animals, and it would just be a bloodbath out here.
Oh yeah. Yep. What farm to table stuff are you going to be doing here soon? Anything?
My okra is actually producing now.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. Have you ever seen the flowers on okra?
Mhm.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Mhm.
They are gorgeous flowers.
Yep.
God, they're beautiful. But I have pieces of okra everywhere out there. Now,
Hey Natty.
I would use that as a farm to table. Like I was going to make a okra dish with it if we don't get another cold snap. If we suddenly get another cold snap, I'm
Yep.
not going to have.
Just
I'm not going
reminded me. Natty just popped in. Natty Homemaker. Do you follow her?
to. Yeah, I follow Natty.
She said if she gets a chance, if she gets to it, she's going to send me some grape seeds. She has. I think she said they're Corinthian.
She
Because
has grapes. Yeah, she
I
has a
want to
lot of grapes.
I want to grow grapes around my trellises
Hmm.
because once I get my garden all said and done, the fencing, the border, all the I got to have corner fencing. I'm going to have eclectic stuff all around it. And I
Hmm.
have the bench. I'm going to let people come in for pictures. So if they have prom
Oh,
or graduation or wedding photos, if they want to come in here and just use it for free, they can come in here, stand by the trellis, whatever. But
oh, Spongy wants some coffee. You want me to get you some coffee?
Yeah.
All right, Spongy. Well, go sit down. What do you take your pills?
Not yet. No.
You need to take the pills. But yeah, that would be cool.
yeah,
Are you serious or are you joking about that?
no, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'd really like to have just because there's so much. They do that a lot around here in the South. They have a lot of people. They do all. I'm sure it's big everywhere, but now with the photos, they do prom photos. They do wedding photos, anniversary photos, where you go to this
Yeah.
field of sunflowers, or you go to an old barn or a railroad station. And I just
Aren't
thought,
you? Aren't you
hmm?
like Midwest? Aren't you Midwest
I'm
in
Southern
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. I'm Southern Oklahoma.
So you're considered Southern, but you don't do y'all?
I did y'all the other day on. I
I know.
caught
I
myself.
noticed.
It
I
was funny
noticed
because
it.
I did it on a live the other day, and I actually stopped and I said, I can't believe I just said y'all. I've
Did you
been down here,
accidentally do it?
huh?
Was it by accident?
Oh yeah, it was an accident.
It was.
Yeah, oh, it was. Yeah. Well, when I talk to people here, they're like, "Where are you from?" Because you're not from Oklahoma. You're not from Texas. I'm like, I'm from upstate New York. We're like, I get that because I'll say coffee.
Uh
I say, I say coffee or whatever. They'll be like, "Coffee? What are you talking? What's coffee?" I'm like, "Shut up.
huh.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?"
Yeah.
Because we moved to Texas first before we come up here. But
Yeah.
I'm fixing a flower field and cornfield. Yeah, yeah. There you go. That's really cool. I mean, I'd like to do that for people because I'm in this country community. They all know each other and stuff. And I just think it'd be cool if they wanted to swing over here and grab a couple pictures. I
Oh,
think.
Terry said no. I said I would like to grow cherry trees.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah. So she doesn't.
Yeah,
She
she's got
doesn't
a
grow
really good
them.
garden. She's got a really good garden,
Mm-hmm.
and she used her
Her
fence.
harvest, man, I couldn't get over her harvest. Like her butternut squash
Hmm.
are huge.
And she
Like
used her
those.
she used her chain link fence this year. I saw the one video where she let
Mm-hmm.
all of her stuff grow up on the chain link to hide the fence.
Mm-hmm.
But
She did. She did.
but I'm hoping Natty does send me some of those grapes because she had a pretty decent harvest year of grapes. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd really love to have grapes growing over each trellis.
Terry said she grew okra last year, and the flowers are. I'm telling you, those flowers are some of the most beautiful flowers
Yeah,
I have ever seen. But
yeah.
they only last like 2 days, and then they fall off.
You should the pumpkin flowers. Pumpkin flowers get like 6 inches in diameter. They're
Well,
huge.
the squash. Why I thought I had squash because they look the same as the pumpkin flowers.
Yeah,
They're the same exact color.
yeah.
And when I would go out there and I would share, and I was calling it my pumpkin patch, and I would share it, I would have thought you would have told me something because I
Thanks,
went
Natty.
out there when the fruit started producing. I was like, oh, look, there's a pumpkin, but it was elongated and yellow. Nobody told
Hmm.
me that wasn't a pumpkin, Misty. That's not a pumpkin.
I just got dissed by Grandma Teresa. She goes, "Hi, Missy, Janet, Zed, Rick, Natty, Frugal Life, and Spongy."
Oh, she didn't say,
She
oh,
doesn't say hi to
Grandma
Okie.
Teresa.
She didn't even say hi to Okie.
You didn't say hi to Okies, GT.
My day's ruined. I'm done. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, look, she's gonna be like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that.
Thank you, Natty. Natty said she's getting the seeds ready. She's gonna send them to me.
Oh, that is so sweet.
I
That is
have.
so sweet.
So I talked to our postmaster the other day, and I've had some people ask me, could I send seeds to somebody in a different country?
Yeah.
And he said, you can try. They may not make it through because
Oh yeah,
countries
customs.
they're very careful about invasive species and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
Natty, just so you know, if it doesn't come through, that's probably why. Because I said because I was talking to him, I was saying, he goes, "What's in here?" I said, "Just seeds." He goes, "In the U.S.?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well," I asked him, I said, "What about foreign? What if I want to send them to Canada or Africa or something?" He goes, they may make it out of the United States, but they may not make
Mm-hmm.
it into that country, or they may
Yeah.
make it out of that country, but not into the United States. It all depends on who's working that day and
It does. Yeah.
what's critical, what they consider critical. Um,
Thank you.
And I remember years ago when I lived in upstate New York, the job I worked at, we had to get our wood certified that it was heat treated and
Oh, wow.
it was bug free
Yeah.
because we would send stuff into Canada. And
Mm-hmm.
Canada and the United States, they share the border, obviously, but they do this thing where you had to be using heat treated wood to a certain standard, and it had to have a certain stamp on it, or you couldn't ship into that country. And what's ridiculous was, I even said to the guy when he was there doing our certification, I said, "Do you know how stupid this really is? This is all just a moneymaker." I said, "Because do you realize we share what 3,000 miles of border with Canada? You're
Yeah.
telling me that if there's an invasive species of bug in Canada, it's not already in the United States. I can stand on that border with pine trees here, 100 feet away are going to be pine trees. If those bugs want to come over, they're going to come over. I mean, and you're worried about me shipping some containers up into Canada or Canada to
I
the
know.
United
I
States, and
know.
it's like, come on, guys, come on, who
No.
thought this one through?" But
Mm-hmm.
anyways, but Natty
It's
said
just how those cut. Is Natty sure that they won't hold it up? They might hold it up.
she just said you have to jump through hoops to send a package to the U.S.
Yeah. Well, I have the perfect idea for you two. I have the perfect idea. Natty can go to Niagara Falls and you meet her on the other side, and she can
Slingshot.
toss the seeds to you from the other side of Niagara Falls. And there you
Yeah.
go.
She just put it in a slingshot and
Yeah,
shoot it
just swing
over.
it right on over.
And I'll have a
There you
fish
go.
net and I'll just run around catching it.
Yeah.
Look at that. See?
You really could do that though, because there have been stories of people, they've thrown baseballs to each other, and
Yep.
I don't know if they can still do that now, though. I don't know if they've cracked down on that kind of stuff or not.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, what farm to table? I'm doing a dish today. It's going to be like it's from my mom. Well, I mean, your mom was probably the same way. My mom and
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother, I'd be like, "Hey, mom, what's the recipe for that?" She's like, "Just watch." I'm like, "Okay." So she's not
Yeah.
doing measurements. She's like, boom, boom. Oh, put a
Mm-hmm.
plop of this in, a plop of this in, a spoonful. I'm like, that's not a. You're just throwing stuff together because that's how we do it. I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
recreate. I've recreated her potatoes au gratin with ham. So I'm doing that later
Oh,
today with
so
my.
good.
I'm doing that today, and then I have some pumpkin stuff tomorrow when I do the
Mm-hmm.
pumpkin thing. Let's see. We have to download an app, register, and take
Yeah.
pics of the item. Wow, Natty, that's
That
crazy.
sounds
I didn't
like
realize that.
doing all that, taking pictures of the items and everything sounds like DoorDash. You have to do that. I DoorDash on the side sometimes, and it's like, got to take a picture of everything you pick up, and then when you take it to the location, you got to take a picture again, and that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Anybody else? Does anybody have any questions for us? I know we've been talking. I know stuff's been scrolling, but feel free to ask Misty a question. As always, I'm sure Misty would appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you want to trade playlists or watch playlists. Let her know. Let me know. I'll watch your playlist. I'm sure she would.
Mm-hmm.
If you can watch our playlist to help our hours, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, talking about farm to table, I am with the squash. I've got I used some the other day for a stir fry,
Okay.
and I used one of my jalapeno peppers in it too. But I am going to do a squash dish, and
Cool.
my green beans have been coming in like batches. How do yours do that? Like you
The what?
have 10 today, your green beans. Like you grow green beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you have a situation where you go out today and there's 10, and you go out tomorrow and there's only 5, and you go out
Um,
the next couple of days and there's nothing?
I'm gonna maybe for the first couple of days because I plant them all the same time, but I'll have 4 or 5 rows that are 50 feet long.
Hmm.
So
Maybe I need
I'll
to grow more. Maybe that's what happened.
because I think a lot of it depends on because then what I do too is like I said I've showed in a video. I'll pick and eat the plants that don't seem as healthy. They might only have 4 or 5 beans on them. I'll take those and I'll pull them right up. I'll just toss them
Hmm. Hmm.
because I don't want them pollinating with the good plants. So I'll take what I got, throw it out, put it in compost, and then at the end of the year when I have when they're so tough you can't really want to eat them anymore. I just let them go till they die and they brown
Yeah.
up, and then I use those for seeds. So that's how I
Mhm.
do my seeds. Because if they'll survive the 100-degree Oklahoma heat for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they'll
Mhm.
survive pretty much anything. And I keep the healthy plant seeds. But no, I don't have any problem where I have 5 or 10.
See, I
Like I
tried
said,
growing. Well, I tried them in a big bucket container, like it's a
yeah,
big, huge round, and they struggled all summer.
yeah.
It was a struggle to keep those plants alive all summer.
How many
Then the
plants
cooler
did you have?
temperatures came in, huh?
How many plants did you have?
I planted 10,
Okay,
planted 10 of them, and then the cooler temperatures came in, and they just started going. Like just growing and growing and growing and growing and flowering and everything. So there again, I think in this area, green beans don't do good in the summer.
could be,
I don't think they do good.
could be. I mean, I've been in multiple zones. So I've been in the upstate New York zone. We grew green beans,
Hmm.
which is funny. This was, we had a here's how we did it. We had huge gardens. I mean, we had probably 4 acres worth of garden.
Oh well, I
That's
wish I had 4 acres.
you know how we did that. We had an old farm tractor,
Hmm.
and my dad bought from one of his friends at work. The guy used it as he was using it as a lawn ornament. It was one of
Yeah,
those single furrow plows you pulled behind a donkey or a horse.
yeah.
We hooked a chain to that, and me and my two brothers would take turns. You'd poke in the, my father would tow us all around with that. We'd be
Well,
working
are
that.
you serious?
Dead serious.
Really?
Hmm. And then we had a set of drags. They're like discs, only they're bent metal instead of a disc. They're strips of metal that are bent and have points. And then
Hmm.
you had these handles that you would adjust, and you'd pull the handles back to get them deeper in the ground. And then me and
Yeah.
my brothers would stand on it for weight, and then he would drag us around the 4 acres to break all the sod
Oh
up.
wow.
And then we had rakes and hoes, and we literally we would literally dig the furrows by hand, 4 acres.
Hmm.
So Saturdays and Sundays were you were up in the morning till bed, and then you had to deal with the potato bugs and all that. But we would grow,
Hmm.
and we had wicked good harvests. And then what we did was at the end with the to harvest, if you go in careful, you just get that old style horse plow.
Yeah.
You get next to the potatoes
Yeah.
because because the way they're formed, it rolls the dirt. And if you were
Mhm.
careful, you could get about a foot away, and as you go right down the furrow, it would just furrow the potatoes right up, and you'd have this perfect,
Wow.
200 or 300 foot furrow. You see all these potatoes, all the way down
That is
through,
so cool. That
and
is so cool.
yeah, then we just all of us we had loving it. We'd go down with baskets and boxes and take them in and
Hmm.
carry them down in the basement. But yeah, that we had it was a one horse plow, one furrow, and we would do like 4 acres with that. It was backbreaking work, but my dad he could grow potatoes and rock. I mean, he was a really good farmer, really good gardener. But
Wow.
that's how we did it.
Both my parents had a real big garden. That's why I got the love of gardening.
Hmm.
And they used to just love it until they couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
And it was so sad to see that empty garden out there, and
yeah,
it was just so sad.
yeah. Well, if it's okay with you, Misty, I think I'm going to call it here.
Okay.
'Cause I do have to. I do got to get out in the garden because it's going to be a mid 90s day, and I want to get out there and
Yeah.
get stuff before.
Yeah.
And I got to dig about 20 more post holes.
Oh wow.
So I have the
Yeah,
post
you're gonna
hole
have to get
digger.
out there before it gets real hot.
Well, I'm glad I did. My son has an auger. He needs to put a new carburetor on it, and he's like, "Dad, let me just don't do all that work. Just let me get the auger going." I'm like, I got it, no problem. Don't worry about the old man. Well, I'm glad I didn't have the auger because I dug my first hole yesterday, set the post, put the cement, got it all set. Come over to the other end. As I'm digging down through, I use a big metal bar, and then I use that defense post digger that you put down in and you pull the dirt out. I get
Mm-hmm.
down about 18 inches and I scrape away a little bit, and I see this white in the bottom, and I'm like, "What is down in the hole?" So I get down in the hole. It's the PVC pipe for my water line.
Oh,
So I'm like, whoa, stop right there.
yeah.
So if I had had the auger, I never would have looked. I would have just drilled right down through my water pipe.
Oh, God.
So I threw a bunch of wood blocks and then I took an old red
Mhm,
T-shirt and I put that down in the hole and covered it.
mhm.
And the fence will be right over it. So if anybody ever
Yeah,
takes the fence down and digs, they'll see a red T-shirt. When they get a foot down, they'll be like, "Oh, there's something going on here." So
yeah, yeah.
I told my son, I said, "I am glad that carburetor was not working because I would have punched a hole
Mhm.
through that."
Yeah, you would have had a nightmare. You would have had
So,
a nightmare. But
but
yeah,
hey,
I'll let you
mainly off
go and do
grid.
your thing, though.
What's that?
I'll let you go and take care of your work.
I'm trying to write down mainly off grid real quick. I want to check out mainly off grid. I don't know
Oh,
if I
yeah, let me
follow.
write that.
Yeah, I don't know if I follow them or not. Mainly off grid. If I don't follow you, I'm going to try to follow you in a few minutes. Hey, Silver Hair Homemaker. So yeah, we've been going for this has been going live for 70 minutes. So
Yeah, I'll come on again.
next time we'll try your
Time.
channel. Let's do your channel next time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I
We'll set
mean
up that.
that way we can share the wealth here. So
Yeah, yeah.
well,
That'd
everybody,
be good.
just we're going to end it here pretty soon. But I'm going to put Misty's email in the description and in the comments. So if you want to follow her, go follow her. If
Mhm.
you want to do runner playlists, just let her know you're running playlist. If you want us to run your playlist, put playlist in the comment after the live, and then Misty can go check it out, or I can let her know who wants to run playlists, and then she can go follow and run your playlist.
I'm gonna
Does that
write down
sound
Chicken Explorers too. Do you follow
chicken?
Chicken Explorers?
I Oh yeah, yeah. I'll send Chicken Explorer to you.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
email you. I'll email you it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no
All right,
problem.
y'all. Well, I am out.
You guys all have a great day. Thanks, Misty.
Bye, y'all.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.